Welcome to episode something, possibly. Who knows? It could be the episode 34 of ForgeFire Archives. With me at the very start are three players and probably their characters. Are here for the moment. The others may or may not fall in, depending on their situations. Some getting callbacks, some being probably throwing something into an air fryer that they shouldn't, and the other one being an enigma. However, the last time we left off, these two little adventurers, went scallywags, bildrats, came down here, and met up with the same question mark Smurf Neblin, that gave some advice at the last thieves guild that the rat had gone to, and provide some advice that this Judicator's branch works a little differently than the one they were previously at, and to watch their backs in their dealings. And then we're promptly watching a bar fight where in a nearby crude pit built for fighters, a guy was thrown out after being heavily maimed. The impact against a wall, and a very, very large were shark man triton thing creature, who knows, I do, had climbed out. It's a whole ass boy.
Yeah, dude, be a big fella.
Sure is. Now, if I could get some rowdy bar music, I'm going to perhaps stare at the chat until it magically happens.
Bitch. I have to find it.
Stare. Everyone's staring up.
Shut up.
Game stops.
Staring very hard.
Staring. Owl, you stare.
You said the game stops until I get the music?
Yeah.
So I could just sit here.
You could, and we'd sit here for the next 2-3 hours.
You know, I got this book that I'd like to read. I think I'll get started right about now.
The rat's gun explodes. It rebuilds itself. It explodes again.
Perhaps while I'm sitting there doing nothing for a few hours playing Skyrim, you could ask me for this stuff so we wouldn't have to wait.
No. I was asleep. Those are important.
It's too much work, Shane. It's too much work.
I see a message about at 7:25 today that indicates otherwise.
I don't know what you're talking about. Fake news.
Does this one work?
Where's the proof?
That's not rowdy. Is this one rowdy?
Who built the cages, Joe?
No, that's not rowdy. Is this one rowdy?
A little bit of tomfoolery. A little tongue wagging.
No.
Sippy, what are you doing while the rats DJ is getting down with it?
Well, I was up on the at the
What are you
the
doing
temple with Martyr and Orania.
Well, Margaret and Ronnie are talking in the corner because they're currently without souls. What are you doing?
Oh yeah. Well, first, has Sippy been to this specific temple?
This one?
Yes.
Ha! Ha! No.
Okay.
No.
Well then he is going to go around and introduce himself to all of the people there. Just make it known that he is there and he is willing to help with anything if they need. And he will do some prayers, light some incense, and leave an offering of about 10 gold.
Yeehaw. They greet you warmly as you're a brother bird. You do notice that there is a high consistency of Kenku and Arakakra,
Mhm.
as these were the island's original inhabitants.
Oh, so I fit right in.
From Istrathius. Yes, yes. And
Okay.
it appears some of them have migrated out to the other edges of Akrea.
Mhm.
Bird.
Fitting right in with the birds.
Bird. It should be called the Volery. You figure that might be why it's a more of an open space type of cathedral, as you do see every once in a while someone some scribe or cleric float around by.
I wish I could fly all the time. That would be fun.
Yeah. So
Mm.
so the Kenku running around at your feet.
Yeah.
Rah!
Yep.
Rah! There's there's a little hummingbird Kenku at your feet going. Rah!
Hummingbird Kenku?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It's just making that noise at you.
No, but I thought Kenku were supposed to be crows specifically.
I don't give a shit. Kenku are small birds.
Okay.
Take that.
Okay. Okay.
Rah!
There.
Rah!
Meh.
Rah!
We just reply. Meh.
Rah!
Meh.
You're standing on my spot.
Good lord.
Staring. I can find some.
Shut up.
What the fuck are you? It's sitting there staring at you. It points at the floor that you're standing on. My spot.
This is a 3-hour compilation of music, so fuck
Good.
you.
Oh, can I go sell my knife that turns itself invisible?
Where?
I don't know.
Oh,
Where would I go to sell my invisible knife?
Well, as soon as you stand off the Kenku spot, he goes and stands there and starts sweeping.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I've put away the sacred mop at this point.
The sacred mop. It is his turn.
Yep. The sacred mop that squeegees up all the evil goo that people
Yeah.
emit when they come up the stairs.
Yeah. Yes. You may go into town and look for someone to requisition your invisible stabby stick. Just roll me a d20. Aim high.
No.
Really? Anyone's interested in buying your little invisible stabby stick? Matter of fact, one time you accidentally make it invisible, so you show them nothing. Very sad. Very sad. And meanwhile, while you're doing this takes a little while, not too long, about an hour. Yeah, right about now-ish, Sir Rat and Sir Snack are walking in the front door of this bar. And they're stunned silent by the absolute audacity of this large shark man.
Oh, you're talking to me?
I'm sorry, the other rat's not here, and the snake is currently just sitting right next to you.
I didn't hear the rat part.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
I'm just along for the ride.
Going for a rat. Alright, so what do you do, Ratman?
You said this shark guy approached us after throwing someone through a wall?
I did not. You about the audacity of him, because he's a big boy.
He doesn't look like someone I need to talk to, so I
Mhm.
will ignore him and look around.
Good. All right. It is full of very, very grungy sailors and various races. You do notice several very scruffy looking Kenku and the occasional Arakakra. The let's see, most prominent figure besides the shark, in terms of just sheer size, would have to be the bugbear at the bar with a funny old eye patch on him. Just with his long arms, he's serving drinks.
Circuit, who do you think we talk to first?
You don't see any exclamation marks. This is going off the grid.
I get that this place is full of all the same level of scum. Probably the bartender first.
Circuit will walk up to the bar.
Welcome to the Big Lipped Bass. How may I help you?
We're for information.
Gonna need a bit more specific and shiny. He's doing
We're here for information.
As he slides 2 platinum across the counter.
As soon as they touch the counter, your finger leaves and they're gone.
Trying to find out about recent activity via
Looks around a little bit.
smuggling.
All right. He picks up a glass and does the bartender thing where he's cleaning it. Any idea on the specifics of the cargo?
I bet's a little warm to the touch and a little talkative.
Whoa. That is a pretty thing there. He's just in a particular spot on the Stein. What kind of information you looking for, youngling?
Trying to find out about a transaction that transpired in this port town.
We got a lot of those. Got names?
Caged individual. Woman. High tier magic. Order by the name of Iffy Briarheart. Is seen to be overseered by Firebrand.
Firebrand. That'll fuck, okay. I mean, he does set up shop in the Eastern Wing.
Is he there now?
Last time I checked, he was delivering some cargo to Skalax.
Would that take him outside of town?
Kinda. But that's different need to know information. You should probably check his shop first. Skalax to find out. I told someone else where they live. Well, I like my job and my life.
So be it.
And he'll just head over to the Eastern Wing then.
Look for the sign with the flaming skull inscription on it. Hang it from a chain.
Very ominous.
Very, very ominous. He just echoes back at you. Pockets 2 platinum.
Well, it's about as useful as I'd expect that to be. One pointer to another. Let's go.
Okay, let's head out.
What are your guys' passives?
16.
No,
Well,
no,
Thanks, Sippy. You're on the other side of town
Thanks,
and not underground.
Sippy, his owl neck extends down a pipe, and he just leans in through one of the upper fucking vents and looks 21.
The boot guy from the one show.
Hoot, hoot. All right.
As we're walking,
Yes.
Rickard's gonna look over his shoulder.
Just fair warning. This place is a little unkempt. So keep your eye out and, well, keep your spells ready.
No need to worry, I'm quite alert.
Hee 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 ha, he says as he has the alert feat.
Mm-hmm. 16, 12, okay. Just gonna switch on this private thing real quick.
Been in places like this before. Anyone finds out you're finding information they don't want you to have. Convenient little place to just slap a dagger in your back.
Don't worry, I got your back. I'm literally looking at it.
Okay, proceed.
We continue until we find that sign.
You do. About halfway to your destination, you can see the sign in the distance. You are now keenly aware that this side of town is smellier, like a butcher shop. And there's let's call it a faint layer of smog on the ground. It doesn't get past your ankles, there's just a small pall of ick on the ground, of a vapor kind.
Guarantee there's at least one necromancer over here.
Oh, wrong day. Well, walks back. You're not alive. You're not welcome here. You are banished.
Guess we keep going.
Yep. And you do come across that flaming skull inscription on the sign there, yeah. You'll find the shop, and there's a stronger smell coming from inside.
Is it always supposed to smell like this?
They deal with a lot of dead things, or making things that way.
Well, it's a tough smell coming from this place.
Well, guarantee that if this person was dealing with trafficking of magic individuals, that they do a little bit of dissecting magic individuals when they get to it. Either way, that's not our problem.
Do we just open the door now?
He'll grab the. Is it a doorknob or just a handle?
It is a door handle
I'll just
a
grab it.
solid wooden door.
He will grab it using the edge of his dagger
Okay.
to like hook into it and just pull it.
It opens with a innocuous ding 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 ding. Do you go in?
He'll hook it with his foot, kick the door all the way open, and then walk in.
All right. As you
I
walk
will
in,
follow in.
a distinct, let's call it, smoky sound is now involved, given there is large like sensors of incense hanging around the parlor. As you are now awash with several strong smells to it, seemingly in the attempt to block out the decay.
Turkish will raise his mask to cover his nose, as he doesn't appreciate all the smell.
No, you would. You do spot a person sitting up behind a desk, marking down on a ledger. It is a black dragonborn, covered in what appears to be minute bits of bone here and there.
How do you spell the name of this guy that I imagine this guy is the one that we're looking for?
You are looking for, well, you're looking for a fire genasi. Fuck, where did I lose his shit spelled her name? Yeah, DM stuff. Eh. I know I wrote it in the shit. I looked for it the other day. Right. Boop. Send to your magic. Blah, blah, blah. Firebrand. There we go.
I meant who this guy is.
Oh,
the
this-
one we're visiting the shop for.
Oh, well, that is Firebrand. This is just a different guy you haven't talked to yet.
Oh.
Yeah. He looks like he works here.
Turkish will walk up to that counter and tap his finger on it.
Welcome to the Firebrand Emporium of... He looks bored. The Firebrand Emporium of hot and exotic curios. How may I help you? My name is Isix.
We're here for information about a magic individual.
Looking for exotic merchandise then.
Yes.
Alright, let's go browse our wares. I'll need you to leave your weapons at the door. And he shoves a button and a slot comes out of the desk. A small pan.
Put the Jizel, put the dagger, put the short sword, but I will try to sneak Balefang.
I will put my quarterstaff.
He's going to insight both of you. Make me a, let's call it a sleight of hand check. And are you trying to hide your spell book?
We could say that, yeah.
Yeah, same.
Oh!
All right, this one is against the rat. He does not notice Balfang when he's scanning over you. And for Uhal,
Ooh.
I can smell the magic off of you. I would like you to please put the book in the basket. Or if not, you can wear these, let's call them magic regulating gauntlets on.
I think I'll just stay right here then.
Feel free. Mind the decor as he leers up, or rears up, and leads Rikic behind a iron gate. As he's leading him back there, Rikic at the front. He pretty much shoves you in front of him, just about, and just says, "It's a straight corridor, head on." You do notice, Uhal, several what appear to be talismans hanging from the walls on somewhat grisly trophies, leading from just alligator heads all the way up to what appears to be a malformed shark. In that it is red and it has horns. And as far as you're aware, those don't do that.
Interesting.
Zurkic, you are herded back through a vaguely thin hallway. And that's when you begin to hear the scratching and the moaning. As you do see various levels of caged living entities. Most are well kept for as far as being selling boxes. But some are less so. The more ferocious are sometimes requested to be more feral and maybe fed a little less. Ensures a competent product in terms of ferocity.
Do you have any that are a little more civil?
We do have a minor selection of let's say argumentative creatures to their stay here. And he will open a door on the side here, and the soundboard goes down, and you begin to hear sobbing. As you are brought into the living sentient race pens. And pens they are, because they aren't. You've probably seen prisons with better accommodations than this. It's kept mostly clean. You do see several small skeletons running about, cleaning out the place and carrying various detritus out, including corpses, as some don't exactly make it or take themselves out. and they are led out on little stretchers into a different room. Is there anything in particular you were looking for? As he leans against the doorway as you're in there.
Fairly magic inclined. Female.
Magic inclined female. I'm gonna roll something. In fact, I haven't got to roll these in a while. Where are my dice? Where are my dice? Where are they? There they are. Actual, really, for real dice tower. Boink. Boink. This is really sad. I'm gonna use the Merlin dice.
The Merlin dice.
I did just roll a 13. All right. We're gonna put you back here. We do possess a as that little ledger he was scrawling in, is floating next to him. We do appear to have a female, maybe? Not sure. But they are definitely a magic sort. They appear to be a, draconic. Blue. Is that what you're looking for?
Where are they?
It's a... Since you specified this, you named our special cage, the magic one. It's gonna be back there. But through that smaller door there. Mind the tingle when you go through. We do have a means of keeping their magic mostly suppressed, though random bouts when they are agitated are they do happen.
I see.
And he'll walk in there.
All right. In this room is a single large cage, to which you do find a young woman, who is sitting in the corner, mostly clothed. What skin you do see is somewhat partially covered in scales, blue ones.
Did the Dragonborn follow Zerkachin?
No, he's gonna sit back there and say, "See if you like the merchandise. Please see me for the pricing, if you so wish."
How far away is he?
By the original door, there's a small partition between you and them.
Okay. So, were Zerkich to speak in a lower tone, probably wouldn't hear it.
Solid
That
chance.
kind of distance.
Solid chance.
Zerkich will walk up to the cage, tap on it.
Get up.
Just somewhat flinches and looks at you in fear, and now she's there's a giant rat. Who are you?
It doesn't matter. Get over here. I have words.
Okay. And she'll kind of stand up a little bit shakily and come walking toward you.
She doesn't match the description of
No, not
the
not even
Whitley
close.
daughter. Not even close.
Not
Yeah.
even close.
I figured so.
In physical description, Jesse is described as a tall, athletic, blonde-ish creature.
Yeah. It was just
This is
making sure.
I'll not provide a picture of what this poor unfortunate soul looks like. Where is it? There you are. Click. Come on, load them.
I see.
Yeah, and also this one is an elf, and as far as the Whitleaf is a half elf, right? Originally, anyway.
You say right? Are you asking for me to confirm?
Yes, I do believe he was originally a half elf.
Jace was originally a human.
Or human, thank you. All right, no, yeah, Jesse definitely took after human appearance. This one, this thing here is an elf. This man thing.
You don't seem to be crying, so I imagine you've been here a while. Have you been caged in with another individual while you're here?
A few.
Has there been a tall, athletic blonde in here?
Oddly specific, but yes.
How long ago?
That time gets weird in here. A few weeks, I think.
Did you happen to see when they took her out?
No, she got feisty and I was knocked out.
Did you happen to remember why?
She started glowing green and increasing in size. And then the skeletons. They barged in and they didn't care who they knocked out. They were pulling truncheons and they beat her down and us. The others that were there at the time. Well, one of them was taken to the dragon.
The Judicator?
Yes. They were a dwarven sculptor. They don't typically come back.
I imagine not. There's probably information in your head that you can't recall. If only that mage came in here with me. Fine, I'll do it this way.
Zerkich will walk out of there.
How much for that one?
Kind of leans over you, kind of scanning her. Full-blooded elf. What elf? Relatively youngish. Looks at the ledger. Oh, 54. Huh. Fuck. 4,000 gold pieces.
Zerkich will look at his coin purse.
It's pretty expensive. What is she capable of?
Storm sorcery. She's got blue dragon blood in her, and that typically sells very well to Skalax.
adjudicator buys these?
Some.
Hmm.
For what purpose, I dare not say.
I can imagine.
You can't.
I have a question, if you don't mind.
I may have an answer. Kind of stands up, from leaning against the wall, just reading his book.
There may have been an individual that was placed in that cage lately. A blonde woman. From what I can garner with the absence, already sold off. That wouldn't have happened to have been to the adjudicator, would it?
My mind's a little foggy. He looks off in the middle distance. His hands open.
Pulls out a platinum.
Good man. Pockets it. You didn't hear it from me, but that was the one that was dropped off by that pixie creature. Very rare.
Reinhardt.
Yes. I believe it was a masked individual who picked them up. Actually assisted in subjugating the rampant juggernaut. I think the creature went by the name. It was very gnarled looking. Almost like a clown. But this one had a very strange mask to it. I think it was Amanum. I'm not sure. I could only hear it as it did some freaky magic of its own and beat the absolute tar out of this creature. Then they paid me and they walked out the door. 14,000 gold pieces. Whew.
14,000.
That was just the down payment. We're still getting the other half these days because they're looking for. I think the same customer was looking for other sorcerers as well.
See.
Hey, Power, real quick.
Yeah.
I have a Thunder Elemental core.
You sure do.
Remind me what that does again.
Well, a Thunder Elemental core, if I specify it's like full Thunder Elemental, houses the raw chaotic energies of your average cumulonimbus. And condensed into a stone. It kind of looks like a thunderstone from Pokemon.
I see. Damn. I needed U-Haul in here. Do you have, like, memory stuff, detect thoughts, things like that?
I do.
No.
I do.
No. Do you have it in your spellbook at all, or just not prepared?
Is it something you would have told him before you walked in here?
No.
No
You don't
pigeons.
have it in your spellbook.
No pigeons are in. Except for that pigeon.
Oh, well.
Except for that
Lucky
really
dog.
fat pigeon Kenku in
I
the
only
corner.
have detect magic, not detect thoughts.
Well, we can go buy that. We's gonna need it. I'm gonna need this fucking bitch.
We was money.
Well, I have a few items of problems that might help me get out of here with this woman without paying.
You certainly can. That is an option you may try to pull. While you're thinking this over, above ground, Martyr.
Yeah.
Arania is feeling a little tired. She's going to go to the inn that Fractal procured for you guys for the night.
Okay.
And you see Sippy going around going, "Hi, how are you?" to every cleric and Kenku around here. Way to do.
Well, I just finished with my little dream escapade with Candace. Got a lot to think about. I might just escort Aranya down to the inn and call it a night. Unless I'm needed otherwise, Sippy should be safe in the temple.
Fair chance.
So I'll just go down with Ronnie.
All right. You'll escort Arania back to the inn. During the walkover, you are keenly aware of a lot of the ratio of people here tend to lean somewhere higher in Triton or Sea Elves and a couple special variants of Kenku and Arakakra. And something that I believe I've actually failed to notify up until now. Kenku and Arakakra, though, if any specified to any specific type of bird, that's boring. So that there's a bunch of different little bird people running around. They're all classified as Kenku or all classified as Arakakra.
Neat.
Yeah, so you will. So Owlin don't exist. They're just Owl Kenku.
Boo.
The fact that I acknowledge fucking the fucking school book exists. You should be thankful for that. Also, still no silver barbs. No, shameful.
Bro was scared of a creature that just could fly like an Aarakocra and had stealth.
Of course, imagine if Zrukich had wings.
Instead of an Aarakocra who can just blast a gust of wind first level over and over again.
Given yesterday, I would say most bird-shaped individuals got fucked. So you notice this disposition of people, and you do get a couple looks here now and then. More than a couple, but the fact that they're in the city and you're not actively raping and pillaging.
In fact, leading a person by the hand gently somewhere.
Save her! She's being attacked! No.
When the people who do give Martyr a look, he just cuts him a side eye and does like the because I imagine he has like the dragon like reptile slit pupils.
Yeah.
He just cuts his eyes over and they dilate, or sorry, constrict and just shrink up a little bit as they start to stare, trying to intimidate them to fucking mind their business.
Make me an intimidation check.
Make an intimacy check. Got it.
Make an intimacy check. You go to town right there. 26.
And then he cut eyes at people who try and watch. Yeah.
Establish dominance. You T-pose. A lot of the regular people do like and look away, but a couple of the guards, the older looking ones, kind of narrow their eyes at you.
Martyr don't flinch. He doesn't break eye contact. He just keeps walking until a building obscures them, or
Yep.
they look away.
It will be till building because obscure you, because a couple of these guards look very grizzled and probably judgmental due to they may have been out in the front.
And he'll just keep on.
Yep.
Did Zerkich tell us where he was going, or just that he was doing his own errands?
Hell no.
Did you just disappear, or did you tell us you were doing things?
Pretty sure I told you guys that I was off to do stuff because you all followed me as well. So you would have had to know that I was off doing stuff. So
Oh yeah, there was a split up scene where
Yep.
Some of us went to the temple and the rest went with Zerkich, which the rest being you all. And excuse me, Zrach, right? Dom's rat.
Zrach went to the inn, yes.
So many fucking Z names. He plays multiple rats. I can't keep this shit straight.
So, Grok, Grickles.
Uh-huh. I will wait until Sippy comes back or I receive some sort of message or summons.
Alright, you go into dormant mode, but right before you do, one last attempt at socialization for the day. The innkeeper, being a, let's see what the hell they are. Ah, yes. A halfling.
I lay down on the floor to be at eye level with them. Kidding.
Say sacred now.
I'm kidding.
All right.
But if Marta did a plank, he probably would be at eye level with them.
Sure would.
They worse.
They do allow to eat when they see you, and then shakily take you up to your room. This inn whose name I cannot conjure. It is not the Clapping Donkey.
It was something. It was something silly, goofy though. I remember that.
Well, compared to the Big Lip,
it was like the Dripping Crow or something.
The dripped crow. Now it's the Drippy Crow.
Crow up in Supreme.
Crow up in Supreme.
The Ultra Instinct music.
Yes, the Drippy Crow. It's now its name. I don't care what it was before. It's now the Drippy Crow.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goku Supreme.
Goku Supreme. Bird Supreme. The Drippy Crow is a inn/blacksmith.
Ooh.
And walking in, you do notice the blacksmith is entirely an orc, a big old orc man.
Martyr will pause for a second to watch him work, and with trying not to let him see that Martyr's watching.
Okay, you probably guess he's very in his work, so it won't be hard to stealth.
Well. Clang, clang, clang. Go on.
You ever sit there and think just how much control you have over causality when you finally realize you live in a Greek tragedy comedy?
Like if something stops working in your car, complain about it to a friend and offer to show them, and it'll fix itself by the time you show them.
Yes. Exactly that. Reality lives to prove you wrong and make you look like an ass.
Predictably chaotic.
Yeah. You see, you hear a small and then it fades into space dust as you trip over a previously unknown banana peel. And you fall
Cartoon slip noise.
Flat on your ass. Ugh. He kind of leans up from.
I lay face down for a solid second.
Hmm.
and then start to move.
Hey, you.
Yeah,
You alright?
I'm good.
Good. Clang, 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 clang.
Mario's blushing, but you can't tell because his skin's red already.
Alright.
He just walks upstairs.
Okay.
End title sequence.
End title sequence.
That's it.
One
He's chilling there until somebody comes and gets him.
Yeah, 1 second while I go looking for something.
He's currently doing an idle animation of sharpening Trinity Edge with a whetstone.
You cut the whetstone in half. That's a
Shit.
magic.
Pulls out another one, like a Reaper. That's how you reload. Do a single swipe with the whetstone, toss it out the window, grab another one out of the bag. Another single strike.
Still
It's
not
that
that.
first strike that's always the smoothest.
Smooth skin. Looking. There it is.
Meanwhile, Sippy's just sitting behind him, gluing them back together, then putting them back in the new pile.
Oh god, Sippy saw the whole like trip and fall in the end thing.
Tripping for Sifa.
Did you stay in the temple or did you actually come with? And you absolutely can say you were just 10 feet behind Martyr and he didn't notice.
Absolutely. He was just meandering in the temple, waiting for Martyr to come back anyway. So yep.
Gorgeous. And then I will wait while the narrative focus shifts back to Zerkich.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd do more stuff. I was making a meme.
Yeah.
I was hoping to give you the spotlight since I hogged most of it last session, so suffer, I guess.
Not delay. Not delay this meme. It must be posted.
Alright, is there anything else anyone wants to do? You know, Uhal, what are you doing in the foyer of that little voodoo shop? You doing anything there? You sitting by him?
No, not much. Just sitting and waiting for Zerkich to come back.
Alright.
What spells do you have, if you don't mind me asking?
I do mind you asking. I have Magic Missile, Shield, Mage Armor, Hold Person, Misty Step, Mirror Image, Wall of Fire, Greater Invisibility, Banishment, Fireball, Slow, Counterspell, and Bestow Curse all prepared right now.
Let's see.
Says Rich.
Yes.
You figured out what you want to do?
Oh man, it's rough. I have poisons and stuff, and a apparent thunder bomb. You're just gonna approach. What this guy say his name was? This Dragonborn.
Mm-hmm.
What the Dragonborn say his name was?
Isix.
Isix?
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Alright, Zerkich will approach Isix.
Just wondering, since, well, in the big important cage and all, is it possible that I can get in there? Testing to see if it's the right fit.
I'm gonna need you to You know, I don't care.
The moment it left my mouth, I was like, okay, that's the worst fucking word I could have used. But it doesn't matter as long as he lets me in there.
He raises an eyebrow to you. All right then.
That's not what I meant, but I
Get
don't
the
need to
sus button.
explain.
I do not care. Clientele is fucking weird. I don't care. No, you may not go in. As soon as a cage opens, her magic is free. And I'm not in the mood to get into a wizard battle with a cracked up child of a blue dragon.
From the moment it's opened, its enchantment fails. A shitty piece of technology.
It holds back up to seventh level casting. That's more than that. Just don't fucking open it. Also, you need this key to open it. Just this one. Cannot make copies of it. It's been resistant to the fabrication enchantment. It shifts, you see. This key.
I see.
This right
Here, this one that I'm holding in front of your eyes.
Sure, he means
Thoroughly
that
examine
key.
this key. That I will now conveniently place in my front breast pocket.
Right next to my heart.
That key next to.
I fucking get it.
But do you see the key though?
The important question is, do you feel the key? Feel the key in your heart?
Kingdom Hearts is
Weird.
lit!
Keyblade.
The
Turns out
Kingdom
the key
Hearts was the
along the way.
358 and 2 days we made along the way.
God damn it, Shane. That all that time just for that.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Somewhere
You're
in
giving him an NPC. You're about to meet somebody. that you-
Amazing.
copy image.
Okay.
Look, all I'm gonna say is dragons don't have to take human or elf form. Thank you. I now have Skullax mortal art. Thank you. I'll pale this over here.
Oh my god, no. Oh shit.
You talking to me? Come to my house, step on my drip, and say you think my slaves? Anyway, now that we've established this is the key right here to that key. Anyway,
Yeah, that's the key.
and he puts it back in his pocket.
Which
His pocket.
pocket?
Yeah.
The front left breast one, right next to his heart.
The power
Is
of
left
suggestion.
or our left?
Stage left or audience left?
Yes.
DM.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh shit.
You know, in front of his heart is not super descriptive. He could have Sidus and Versus.
We have multiple hearts.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, Space Marine
Who
hearts.
knows how many hearts dragons have?
Dragons.
Dragons.
Draggers.
Not to be convinced with Don Johns.
He's a dragger. All right. So now that we've established that, so I take it to. What are you trying to get at this?
Well, I couldn't get the one that I was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Next best thing.
Mm. And unfortunately, that Nem creature walked through a portal with this this lady. So, now if I do remember, they were also having some dealings with Skarlax themselves. Well, not necessarily Skarlax. Firebrand on behalf of Skarlax. We have a very interesting relationship with the local judicator.
Interesting relationship. How so?
Well,
aside from procuring specialty goods for him.
Well, Skullax is a... Well, let's just say they're a very shameful representation of the Festuchan line of dragons, the metallics. Quite fucked up, I might say, for a bronze or brass dragon. It looks... Which one is the sea dragon? Brass? Brass. It's the sea dragon. That's the brass one. Or, I think.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, swim speed, swim speed, swim speed, swim, shibby, 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 shibby. That's burrow. It's burrow.
Brass dragons live in the desert.
Then it's a bronze dragon.
All right, I'll just... Let me take one more look at her and I'll decide.
Yes, bronze dragon, bronze dragon.
Correct.
Of course.
Draco Garrus Bronzo.
Skullax, the Dripping Crow, incarnate.
Ricketts will walk back in there.
Yes.
Did she go back to sulking in the corner?
She's just kind of like she sat down at the part of the cage where you're talking to her, kind of just like looking back and forth, not quite sure whether she should get her hopes up yet or be even more afraid as a giant talking rat. And
tap the cage.
And let's just say, when she looks in your eyes, she doesn't see anything in the regards of empathy or moral goodness.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah.
Tapping the cage.
You. What kind of magic do you do?
I'm an electric sorcerer. A blue dragon. Please, if you know what you're looking for, I overheard them talking. That thing when she went insane right before I went out. I can help. Just get me out of here. I want to go home.
Betting on it. I don't exactly have enough money for that, though, so I need to know what you can do.
I can shoot lightning. I can.
None of that's useful. Do you have anything utility-wise that might help in escaping or movement? If not, I'll have to take care of it myself, but I'd rather not spend the resources if I don't have to.
Well, let me just take a handy-dandy look at her sheet. Where is the button that makes the invisible thing go bird?
All that's on the sheet is just one spell called Lightning Bolt.
Lightning bolt. She catches lightning bolt. Alright.
Laser 70 volts.
Going to get help from his party is what will get a brass dragon in our fucking assholes.
I'm sure
You're not exactly the most quiet creature in the world, Martyr, and he's well aware of that, Mr. 6 stealth check.
Brother, I'm saying I got gold that I'll just drop on you.
I don't want to pay this fucker.
Well, I'll
Pay
him
the
and
nice
steal it
slaver
back.
his money.
No, I don't want to pay the slaver.
Well, then
I
you
don't-
better start crafting a plan.
I already have a plan. That's why
Well,
I'm
execute
asking
it.
her if I can use hers instead.
Alright, let's see. She's actually a lower level anyway. She's level 6.
That doesn't matter.
Alright,
What did she have?
Well, let's see here. As what the fuck is it called? Dragon
Storm
sorcerer.
sorcerer?
No, dragon
Oh.
sorcerer. Draconic sorcerer blue. She is she seems to be tankier than the average sorcerer. There's those scales.
That's good if we're going to take damage, but
Yeah.
we shouldn't.
Yeah. So, let's see here. She can. Her lightning attacks are stronger. In terms of actual spells, she definitely leans into electrical magic. So she does primarily she does have a lightning bolt that appears to have been her supposed saving grace until she got mollywopped by Bear Caravan.
Okay.
But let's see here. If we're looking for particular spells that may be of use between the levels of 1 and 3, she does possess Feather Fall, Mage Armor, thank God. Thunder Wave, but I'm not sure if you want that one. She definitely has Witch Bolt because duh. And she doesn't have too many second level spells. It looks like she kind of just like sprinted past that one. But she does have Scorching Ray and Warding Wind. In terms of third level spell slots, she has Lightning Bolt.
That's it.
And she has something else.
And?
She has something else. She's just kind of standing there. She don't want to say.
Better spit it out.
Catnap.
You really wasted magic potency on that.
Sleep is very important for the skin.
My God, you're an elf.
They don't even sleep.
They can sleep if they want.
Quite literally, an elf's trance lets them control their dreams and sleep for less time.
Yeah, but
Choosing not to is just like, what if I just felt like doing anything the universe willed?
yes. She just she doesn't want to dream.
She deserved to be captured, is what's.
Oh, the Hybrian would say that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I would, bitch.
Kanea smacks you in the back of the head. No,
Spritz.
holy water
All
spritz.
right, so everything you have is almost useless.
I'm sorry. I was meant to go to the. I was trying to go to a academy for magic over here. It's almost as if it's not done.
That's not this continent's fuckwit.
Yes, it is, Connor.
Aside from that,
Yes, it is. It's on the fucking Newlands.
You told me
aside from that,
I did not. Anyway. Yeah, she tries like glowers like and she argues with a random Hybrian in the distance.
the moment this cage gets open, mage armor yourself. You might need it in case you get attacked. Understood?
Okay.
But try not to use anything aggressive. I have something that'll keep us covered. But you can't do anything that might break it. Even if you see the one who's been keeping you in the cage, if your emotions take over and you try to hit them, you're gonna fuck everything up.
Okay. Insight check.
This bitch. Funny.
You bitch. What are you trying to hide from me?
She's very scared. She might
Yeah,
be.
what?
She might be very scared if she door opens. It might be a snow, but she doesn't know if she can move.
God damn it.
You're fighting a very usually lazy elf. This is still an elfin child, by their standards.
Oh, I know.
Who was a fucking student.
I'm aware.
The fact that she was let out of the house was a grand fuck up from her parents who were probably still in Utherim. Well, permanent.
Utherim?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Never mind.
Ricketts is going to rub his eyes.
Look. Come here. Come closer.
Did she come like right up to the edge of the gate?
No, she'll work up the courage to do that now. You're a very scary creature.
I know.
Skaven don't really exist in the Oldlands.
Does a 16 make her walk up?
Yes, she gathers the hair to get up over there. Yeah?
He's going to lower his mask and then just
Sweet.
wave his hand around his face.
Look, there's nothing scary about this. This isn't what you need to be fearing right now. It's whoever buys you, or the dragon that might buy you, and I can tell you right now, that's going to be worse. I'm going to get you out, because I need what's in your head. Whether you want to hold it over me or not, that doesn't matter. I need to find out what happened to the blonde woman that came in here. If you can't remember it, it doesn't matter. Magic exists. I can find out your memories, and then you'll be on your merry way, back to your family, back to your friends, back to all the things that you could possibly want. That isn't behind these bars. Do you understand that?
I'm torn. I'm either going to ask you to make an intimidation check or a persuasion check.
With all that tender
Intimidation.
bedside manner.
Intimidation's a higher fucking value.
You know, I was going to say, Zurkish doesn't exactly have bedside manner.
I would say deception would best suit this.
Deception! Alright, go ahead and make a deception check.
That's the 2.
All
7-11 though. I'm proud of that.
She looks at you, she looks at your kind demeanor. Those
No,
rat,
it's no kind demeanor.
those rat eyes full of such hope and happiness and all that greatness there, and she's like, "You'll get me home? I don't. Why? You're right. You're gonna leave me on the street, aren't you?"
No, I'm not. But regardless of that, regardless of what the future holds for you,
Yeah.
this cage is the worst one. And I'm trying to get you out of it.
That's a fair point. All right, what do I do?
I'm going to get you out of here. You're going to have to follow my lead. Once we're out of here and we're in the clear, I'll tell you. It'll be fairly obvious anyway. But I need to do my job, and you need to follow along. And if you're scared and nervous and you freeze up, that's going to mess things up. You can't be doing that. You have to keep a level head. I already have to deal with one like you. Gets caught up in things. I'm used to it.
Martyr shoots up.
He has a martyr shaped fucking tumor in his head.
He's got an ulcer
Oh.
with my name on it.
One more thing. You're young, you're naive, full of hope and life. We're going to walk through this establishment. You're going to see things that you wish you didn't see. And you're going to feel tugging on your little heartstrings, the desire to help people. You're going to have to not listen to that. You can't save everyone. You have to worry about yourself. If you try to stop and help everybody, you're just going to end up fucking yourself and everyone else over. You got it?
Alright. I like this. I'm having fun. Is there any... Before we proceed with this entire what's going to happen, are either of you two still in the chat, are you doing anything? Because you all and him are about to go have something happen. I know you guys haven't done too much this session. What do you guys?
I mean, like, I really don't know what I'd be doing. That was the thing.
All right.
Just napping or waiting for Zerkich.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we'll go like try to find Rickich because I forget if he even said where the hell he was going.
He did not.
Yeah, he might try looking for him then. But
And you don't even know that he went to the Thieves Guild last time, so
yeah, he doesn't know what the hell
yeah,
he's doing.
he doesn't know. You don't even know he's made contact with the organization, so you're just gonna wander around town for a bit.
Yep.
I'll say you find a ramen noodle stall.
Ah, yes. You eat some noodles then.
And you eat some noodles. It's close to the harbor.
Mm.
So
Salty sea with salty noodles.
yeah, salty sea, salty noodles, little bit of fish in there. Complimentary.
Salt.
You get some complimentary sushi on the side with a weird little green paste.
I had to get new music. It ran out.
You want to try this? It's called sushi.
Yeah, he will graciously try the sushi. Thank you for.
Of course, this is called. I believe the Isranthians call it specifically wasabi.
Mm-hmm.
It's a dipping sauce.
Okay. And he will try.
How much?
Put it in moderation.
Moderation. How
He is a-
much?
How much? It's not like he put a whole scoop on there, did he?
Give me a wisdom check
What do you mean?
for common sense, boyo.
Why would it be mine?
Because it's a new sauce, and I want to see this happen. Your owl snoot detects the faint whiff of spiciness. So you put a small moderate amount on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty spicy. It's pretty good in moderation.
Yes.
Really good.
Yes. It notices that it's not spicy in the usual way things
Yeah.
are spicy.
Yeah. Yes.
His feathers puff up as he enjoys this new sensation. This is very unique and enjoyable.
Yes. We just received new imports. Yeah, and this is in fact a water Janjanasi serving you up your noodles and whatnot. So, and this is literally just a little stall, so with some seats on there. Ichiraku no.
This is new. Is this something new to this town, or
Oh yeah.
are you the only one that has this sort of thing?
Relatively new to the town. The Ishranthians are a little closed off from us mainlanders. They're very thorough in their well, let's just say their merchants are probably more vicious than several warriors wielding their pens and scales.
Well, I'm glad a delicacy such as this is finally being brought to more people. And Sippy will leave a tip for letting me experience such a delight.
Okay. How much? Do you
Just
do you shit up platinum like Zerkich?
I mean, not really. Just like I don't know if a platinum would be appropriate for giving him that thing of soup.
That's 10 gold.
Yeah, that's a lot of gold. Just and gold. It's like,
yeah, you give him a gold.
It like for like in context of a meal, a platinum would be so fucking.
Yeah, if Ricky Chapman shitting out his gold all the time, he might have.
Quite good.
He might have.
Take $10,000.
It's like those stories you hear of the rich people giving waiters and waitresses enough to pay off their fucking.
Yeah, or like go on that vacation to Italy. Here's $10,000. But yeah, no, he just gives Anne gold and will go about his merry way. Where's that rat?
Okay.
Yeah, God zooms back in on the rat.
Did she take that information that we're not here to help people very well?
As far as you can see. You want to make an insight check?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I kind of need to know.
Yeah.
He's going to start fucking it up in the middle of it. Because I have a way to get around that too, but it will be annoying. 18.
Yes, yes, yes. I will now roll. Click.
Fuck.
You don't know whether that's a deception check.
I can figure.
All right, she nods at you.
Circus will put his mask back up, and we'll walk back out to Ichthys, or I forgot his name already. Oops. The Dragonborn.
All right. I'll take that one.
Take it, you're
Yeah.
typing to somebody?
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah. Hold on a second. I think there's been some established lore.
No, it's fine. I've not been working on anything that I'm about to crumple up.
No, I can change it. We can talk about it later.
worries.
I would set up
I didn't mean to-
any major lines.
Didn't mean to pull attention.
No, you are now the focus of the entire session. You rat. You don't get to
Again?
do anything till 2 weeks from now.
Okay. Again, once more.
I throw you. I push you down the stairs. I push Motor down the
hate
stairs.
you.
I push Motor down the stairs, and his horn
Give me
hits.
$200. I
Yeah.
hate you.
All
You're
around
ugly.
me.
I'm
You're
gonna
ugly,
throw
you're
rocks through
disgusting.
your window.
Gotta kill you. Give me $200.
Your horn gets stuck in the
I'm
floor.
gonna throw rocks through your window, you dumb whore.
Yes.
Give me $200.
No.
I'm gonna throw rocks through your window.
Okay.
Your fair
No more
cost.
rocks.
It
No
costs.
more windows.
Yeah.
I'm about to steal people.
I think I'm about to steal. All right, Rap.
So-
What are you doing?
He'll approach
I'll take that one.
as he holds up a bag.
Okay. Let me just count this. Well, Jeeves, and a bleach wet skeleton kind of rattles on over, starts taking it and counting it.
How close is that skeleton?
Pretty close. 5 feet.
Close to him and I?
Yeah.
Okay. The moment it opens the bag, Circuit is going to smack the bottom of it and send out the dust of choking as he does a backflip backwards.
All right. What's the radius on this?
30 feet.
I don't think you can backflip that hard, brother.
I'm not backflipping out of it. I have the mask to help me with it. I'm just backflipping because I need to avoid retaliation.
Well, given the immediate confusion, I don't think he's going to get an attack of opportunity on you, even if he has Warcaster.
It's Warcaster. Write that down. Write that down.
I'm trying to explicitly smack it towards the Dragonborn's face.
All right. Now could you post the dust of choking for?
So I'm not trying to throw it up into the air. I'm trying to blast him in the face with it. So I was trying to focus it on his ass.
It is 30 feet, so yeah. So we're gonna start rolling some con saves real quick. Let's see here. He's a robust boy. Somewhat. Yeah, he's coughing. The skeleton is unfazed. However,
Obviously.
all the cages in the regular room you're sitting in. Let's see here. We're gonna just lower this number real quick. Da 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 da. There's a stone.
Only one of them passed.
There's an emaciated dwarf in the corner that's just like, I've had worse. That's some good boof.
So, with my Skaven attributes and my mask,
Yeah.
I have advantage to resisting a poison's effects
Oh yeah.
with me being a Skaven. Does my mask like give me a flat bonus? Maybe.
Could you describe the mask? Where'd you get it? Where'd you get the mask? Eh?
It's just like a bandana mask
Like
that he uses to cover his face.
A bandana mask. I'll give you a +1.
That's better than nothing. Okay,
If it was a wet bandana mask, I might have swing it, but
fingers crossed, fellas. I have a +3. Oh, one away.
That is some-
Tragic. Anyone have plus cards for me?
that is some good boof right there.
Yeah, I got a +3.
I would love that because I need to steal the key off of him now.
What if I don't want to give it to you though?
Yeah, I mean,
God damn it.
I will. I will. I absolutely will. What do you
Yeah.
take me for?
Take,
I've put it on the
not take you
mountains.
for a martyr.
if I had something, I would have given it to you. But the best I've got is a Sagittarius card to give you a bonus on a ranged attack and a
That's
reaction.
fine. I'm in trouble.
Ooh, I'll take this card.
I gave you a +3.
Yes, I see, and I thank you for it. Because the next course of action is stealing the
All right.
key
So
out of
let
his
me
pocket.
see here. Is this a 1 and you're good?
A 1 and you're good. Yes, it is.
All right. So, having been raised underground, surrounded by warpstone dust and Skaven slave miners,
Mike.
digging up that raw chaotic magic. You are now innately good against this now, as you're fine. And you see the Izix over there is doubled over coughing.
Can I grab that key?
You can certainly try.
What check?
Sleight of hand. Acrobatics check from the decrepit thing.
From the what?
This Dragonborn.
Oh, he's trying to use acrobatics to.
He's
Is
trying.
he trying to grab me?
No. Actually, no. He's very, very incapacitated.
Okay.
So you reach into his pocket. You jingle for his keys. You jangle his keys real quick. And you do get the key.
All right. That skeleton isn't reacting because it wasn't given orders, right? It's going to stand there.
Nope.
Good. I'm going to run over to the cage.
Oh, I need to make a check for her. That partition it isn't airproof. Hang on. Oh, she's very wavy though.
She is at least.
Oh, damn!
Yes, she's at least a sorcerer. She has con saves.
Yes. All right, they do proficiency. Count that as like 2 higher. Yep, 18.
3 higher for proficiency.
It's level 6.
Correct.
It doesn't matter. She passed it anyway.
Yeah, I should. I have this thing. This bitch listed down with a couple spells, and her checks. That's it.
It's fine. It is fine. She passed it. Doors opened.
All right, the door's open.
All right, let's go.
All right, she comes running after you.
And when we get back out there, he should make another check to see if he succeeds it, as well as all those suffering slaves.
No, I think I'm gonna let them suffer. I don't want to roll that much.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sure that'll keep Zurkich up at night.
No, I don't care.
The Dragonborn spits out a glob of goo. Looks real pissed.
Well, that's a bummer. And he's going to throw the dust of disappearance.
Ninja vanish! Psh!
And that is in the same radius.
Alright. She's behind you and invisible.
Okay, gotta roll how long. It's a d4 plus 1, I think.
Now,
What's up?
the door is still open, so the sound thing isn't going, hey, ooh-ha.
Yes.
The talismans around you start to rattle menacingly.
And then they're about to do something, or
Maybe. But you hear a loud racket in the back.
I will inspect the talismans just a little closer.
What's your AC?
13.
The alligator misses you. It's tries to snap you.
Okay, I will stand back from the talismans.
Yep. So
And then I will guessing I'll just be I hear all the commotion and I'll just be waiting at the entrance for Zurkich.
there's just a magazine next to you called Raising Hell Times.
Because I am not made for close quarter combat.
Good to know.
I can get out of it. There's no reason to go into it.
Says Rickich.
Yes.
What do? You go? You leave? You flee?
We're invisible, so going to get past him through the door.
Yeah.
She doesn't stop to help anyone, does she?
It's a good question.
I swear to God.
She doesn't.
She does. Good. Once we're past him and into that hallway,
Her
dropping
elvish,
a bag of ball bearings.
her elvish tendencies outweighed her bleeding heart.
Going to drop a ball bearings. Bag of ball bearings.
Oh, yeah?
Bag of bags.
So the hallway is full of all these little iron spheres
There are.
get in the way.
All right, you
And
you start to go, and damn. All right. All right. Let's see. What are the save on those ball bearings as a
DC 10.
as a trio of skeletons wielding clubs do come running out. DC 10. All right.
Yeah, it's a dex save.
Oh.
Skeletons are good at that, sadly.
Let me just get the skeleton sheet out real quick. No, yes. All right. Let's see. We're working with +2. Boink, boink, boink. Boing.
Please, I want them to start failing so that it can be like a scene in fucking
All right.
comedy show.
Two just stomp through, but the third one falls and clatters into pieces on the floor. And it's starting to form back up. But two are still chasing you.
But we're invisible, so Yeah, at least
Yeah,
with that.
they're springing down the corridor. If they hit anything, they're gonna hit it. They're gonna smack it. All right, so you're sprinting down that hallway. It wasn't a large hallway, so um. Dare I?
Yes.
I think I dare. Nah. Alright. You get to the door and you bust it open, then, and you see Uhal sitting there reading a magazine.
Oh wow, China has so many populations with a population over, or cities with a population
No
over
China!
1 million.
No China! No!
No, China.
Taiwan,
Anyway,
maybe!
you just see the door burst open and nothing standing there.
You,
The door now.
oh, so
Okay.
the skeletons do see Uhal.
Move.
And when I see that the door opens and nothing's there after it opens, they do not see Uhal anymore.
So as far as you're aware, you saw like a blip and then Uhal disappeared. Zurkich. Kind of wacky Reese's shit is this.
So we will head out,
Yeah.
and well, I've been holding her hand this whole time because she's fucking invisible and I don't know where she is.
Uh-huh.
If I let go of her.
Fuck. Yep.
So we're going to maneuver through the place back to the main area where that fight pit and the bar is.
Yep. By that time, some alarms have started blaring. I'll say you get to the edge of the door right as your visibility wears off. It wasn't a long walk.
5 minutos.
Roughly.
Okay.
But it's pretty chaotic as everyone's scrambling. So roughly once you get back to the main area, you're pretty good. So.
Okay.
Yeah, no one sees you. I can't do anything with that. They didn't have anything prepared for each of the group.
Okay.
Quite yet, as far as you're aware.
That's fine for now.
For now.
I didn't plan on staying in this place very long anyway, so we'll make it outside, I guess.
Maybe. As you're running past the barrel, you do look back and you see.
Okay, I may have misinterpreted what you meant by
Yeah.
at the door.
Yeah, you're
Are we at the door of the Thieves Guild?
pretty much the. U-Haul was sitting in the foyer, the door to leave that thing. Then you took 5
Yes.
5 minutes to get back to the main area, which is right next to the door.
Okay, so we're in the main area, right?
Yes.
With all these other goons, like the shark guy and the bartender, right?
Yes, he's currently beating up what appears to be a Cyclops right now.
Okay. As the magic's wearing off, going to pull the elf to the side. And I'm going to slap the manacles on her.
Uh-huh.
This is to keep up appearances, all right? They don't know we're the ones that caused the alarm.
So, when she's got the manacles on her, he's just gonna grab the chain and just walk as if he had just bought a slave.
Okay.
And we're just gonna make our way to the door like nobody's business.
Alright, now I'm going to make a... Sorcerers have con and what? Charisma?
Charisma.
Gotcha. So this won't be very high then. Alright. What are her wisdom
I
saving?
think. Con and charisma or con and wisdom? I don't know. I have to check.
It'd be charisma and con for sorcerer.
Yes.
I think every class has a save in their main stat.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Nope.
Is it Wisdom Con?
Oh no.
He's talking about Rangers.
Oh, well, Rangers are bad anyway. So
Some rangers can be good, honestly.
the fact that you have to say some proves my point.
Hey, they
Some
are
can.
bad of everything.
All right.
Some
Like
can be
Storm
good.
Herald.
She looks rattled, but she'll grin and bear it.
Oh, we're gonna walk straight out.
Mhm.
No one stops us, I imagine.
You do see a little gray Smurf Neblin sitting on there, giving you a raised eyebrow.
Smurf Neblin.
Mark
What?
Neblin.
What does it matter what I buy? I need tools.
Oh yeah.
Yep. By the way, you wouldn't happen to know where to buy spells like detect thoughts, would you?
In the middle of a runaway.
Yep, because we're not running away. not,
She continues.
not visibly, at least.
She continues to raise her eyebrows. That's a restricted spell. You kind of have to walk back in there and get it. But there's a little issue right now.
I'm not a fan of all the noise. I'll come back later.
Oh yeah. Okay. She gave you the rock eyebrow right now. She's like, oh yeah.
Is Rickich talking to Shane? Like, yeah. The amount of times I've heard Shane go, "Oh yeah,
Yeah? Look,
Oh, Lord Jesus.
I only know so many shitters in my vicinity, and it imprints on some of my characters. Beach just sitting there just looking at you.
Well, I'm sure we're both very busy people. So I'll see you at the next branch of the Thieves Guild I wander into.
Oh, of course, of course. By the way, those talismans, they are also recording devices. She takes a sip of a thing of whiskey next to her. Just by the by.
Well, I'm sure they get a lot of footage of those things, huh?
Oh yeah. Especially some very exotic races, like Skaven, or looks directly at you, Uhal.
We
Yanti.
probably don't want to spend the night here.
Uhal's still invisible.
Yeah, she
He
looks.
used a spell.
She looks right at him.
Oh, she got true sight
or see invisibility.
for that.
She just picks up a lantern and revealing. He's like, "Hey, you all."
Well, shame most Skaven look the same.
And he's just gonna give a shit-eating grin.
I can almost picture it.
Is she stopping us from walking out of here?
Nope, she's just sitting there, enjoying herself.
Well, we might want to just head out. We got business.
Yep. Let's go.
I give you three.
And was just gonna walk on out.
I give you a 3-minute head start until I start laughing my ass off.
Once we get back outside,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like,
So, we need to be out of this port town in probably the next 20 minutes.
I think that's an appropriate reaction to what just happened. I don't know what you did,
Now,
but they didn't seem to like it.
I
And I
sure.
assume it has something to do with this girl.
There's a bit of an issue with that idea there. I keenly remember mentioning that it was going to be a couple days before Fractal could get his hands on a fucking boat.
Here's the other thing, folks.
"Oh, here's
Consider.
the thing."
No, here's the thing.
I
Consider.
said we need to be out of this poor town. I didn't say the party.
Consider.
Yeah.
There's a slave ring being run out of a port town to a goddess who's devoted to ending slavery. I feel like they don't want the temple to know where they're operating. So I don't think they'd come marching into the broad fucking daylight after you.
No, they're not gonna march into broad fucking daylight after me. They're going to try to fucking assassinate me.
That's a good thing
It's
you
a
got a high
pit full
stealth.
of criminals. You all does not is the problem. And neither does this sorceress I just stole, whose memories I need. So I need to get the fuck out of here.
Put them in the temple, brother.
Sanctuary! Sanctuary!
Yes,
the
literally.
Could he literally make it up the steps is the
Yeah, it'll
problem.
be funny.
Can he?
I doubt
Oh,
it.
no.
The
Don't
moment
put
I
Sippy.
step on those stairs, I get vaporized.
Hey, Liv.
Ah!
Hey, Liv, how you doing? We do a little bit of crime.
I finished my callback
Yeah.
and I am driving home.
We do a little
Liv,
bit. We do a
my
little bit.
Ricketts.
tomfoolery.
We do a little bit
Ricketts,
of crime around
um,
here.
Hey, I got like stuff I do on Mondays, so if I can go first. So they let me do all of my shit at once, and I was like, yay, thank you, I love you.
We do.
Well,
a little bit.
Liv, in your absence,
I'm not
Ricketts
driving
stole
home.
somebody.
I have 2 more highways that I have to drive on. I am on I-10. I'm about to hit 610 for about a mile, and then I will be on 290 for like 20 miles, and then I will be home. So I should be
Ricketts
home
stole a
around
sorcerer.
9:30, probably, maybe a little earlier.
They blew up
We'll
the
get
cargo
home to
robot.
crime.
Yep.
They blew up the
Yep.
cargo robot. Its cargo was people.
I'm muting because I'm in the car.
I wonder if
Okay.
any of the people in that very non-well ventilated area are gonna choke on dust and die. Is there?
Well, I mean, they just need to make a 15 before they pass out.
Yeah, how many levels of exhaustion do you think they have?
Oopsies.
Barring
Maybe they
the
shouldn't have been caught.
Maybe they shouldn't have been. They should have thought of that before they became slaves.
You just like don't be a slave.
Yeah,
That easy.
yeah.
That's why I said you're gonna feel in your heartstrings to help people, and you better not.
I rolled really high for that one. That one
I can't wait for Marta to wake up after a nap and have his Ricketts bust through a window. Where's Sippy? I need to dump off some hostages.
Oh my God, Sippy just carrying this poor girl up the death.
Sippy getting a tension headache, not from Marta this time.
Yep.
Okay, so Zerkich is going to make his way back to the inn that we said we were all going to gather back at, which I imagine everyone else
The
is at.
Drippy Crow.
The Dripped Crow. And just letting you know, I did not take the manacles off that woman.
Yeah. In
I
broad
did not
That'll
do
be a
daylight.
good fight going down the city.
Yeah, going down the city, Shane.
Sippy's just finishing up his takeout.
I just remembered that I didn't say I did that, and I already said I was at the inn. So, going to walk in the door, see it, everybody. Get ready to say something, and turn around and see if she's still got it on her.
Okay. Let me just start with this.
And he's gonna unlock it and take it off of her.
Look, this was for a reason. But a few things we're gonna need to talk about in the room.
Oh, yeah?
I would say it's a more than a few.
Yeah, I only have time for a few right now, you all.
Casual
Down the
crimes.
steps. Oh, hi, Ricketts. Who's that?
Back up! Back in the room!
Moonwalk up the stairs.
After leading
The innkeeper
the
giving
sorceress.
the innkeeper and the blacksmith giving you the eye. Another raised eyebrow there, another raised eyebrow there.
Ask me all you want.
So is that a sex thing?
No, I was teaching her how to break out of it, but she's not very good at it.
Deception.
Astronomically bad at it.
I want to call for deception.
I'm gonna give you an advantage because the girl's blushing. So 22.
Congrats.
Well, no.
Damn it.
Well, no. It gives you disadvantage. It gives him advantage. Boink, 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 boink. Alright, this guy has dad vision, so I'm giving him plus 11. There we go. A natural 20! Oh, those...
He sees an instant replay of everything you just did.
He sees raising his eyebrows. Oh, those young kids. Clang, 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 clang.
Come on.
My long-standing
Just gonna-
campaign on embarrassing the shit out of Zwickich is moving along very smoothly.
Gonna lead her ass and you all up the stairs.
just above I feel some amount of pride in kind of like seeing Shane walk into every situation with Zwickich to make the most autistic. Like the first, I turned him fucking orange, and almost gave him a flower ass. Now they're all the way here where it's implied he's with an elf.
Heavy into bondage.
Heavy into bondage. Also, by the way, again, I would like to mention this is a 54-year-old elf, so you're going to jail.
Ricketts is like fucking 12.
You're going to jail. You're both going to jail. Goddamn.
Pull out the codex. Refer to the ages of maturity.
The Hawk.
Analyze for statistical.
Bring me the Hawkness test.
I'm gonna need several abacus and 3 mathematicians.
Anyway, shutting the door behind us. So we're just gonna turn to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Zirkich, I was looking for you.
Fractal's just in the room, just writing. Oh, you're back.
With all the things that could imply, I'm curious, but I'll have to wait a moment. Look, I know how to get places that established people don't like. So, I went to a place that sold exotic, breathing, talkative goods.
Zippy's eyes just widening.
Rock eyebrow through the ceiling.
Your premonition for justice needs to wait a little bit. So, I need to find out information. The easiest way to do that was go exactly where I needed to go, where this information was standing at some given point in time. That information
Going to point back at the elf.
is in her head. She knows it. Whether or not she can recall everything, I know she knows some, which I'll ask eventually. But the price on her head was pretty expensive for being magically inclined. I didn't have that, nor would I even bother paying for it if I did.
The still unnamed elf waves high at you all. She's not wearing a lot of clothes on her.
Yeah, Zippy
throw-
is
I throw
immediately
a-
getting...
Also, drive through town. Just I can almost hear the bell being rung. Shame, 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 shame on you.
I
He immediately
forgot.
goes into his bag to get I think he's the closest size to her. 'Cause I think everyone has either really small rat or giant fucking. So yeah, Zippy. will get his-
U-Haul's about her size.
Oh
It's not
yeah, I
super
forgot. I
big.
forgot U-Haul is now a thing. But no, yeah, Zippy will get a pair of just like common clothes and give it to her while
She'll
they're talking.
she'll drape it
By the
over
time-
herself. By
By the time you get your clothes out, Marta has thrown a full comforter at her to wrap herself up.
And,
Just
and while Sippy is doing this, he's staring at just Rickich the entire time.
Yeah, this lady with some blue scales on her is beet red, so it contrasts very nicely with the fucking scales. As she's currently changing into clothes underneath the fucking comforter in the corner, almost like a very depressed crab just trying to forget she was just dragged through town half naked in manacles by a furry little creature.
Well, how's the story end, Zirkich?
The story ends with me being a fugitive. Well, a fugitive,
Lost-
two
Lost
fugitives.
being a fugitive.
Yes, sorry, you all. I'm not exactly, I'm not exactly blending into the crowd in this place. So I need to lay
Neither am
low.
I.
You're not, but I can fix that.
As he busts out his disguise kit.
You're close enough to a human to cover up some of those features of yours.
Yeah, he looks ashy as fuck. Dry ass skin. I would have been the
I have an idea.
What?
I forgot it. Hang on.
Do me a favor and stop talking ahead
Wait,
of
no, I
time.
remember it.
What?
What if we take him to the temple? You know, because you're being hunted.
The
I'm assuming they're
visions
hunting
of an on fire rat just laying on the stair halfway up
Martyr
the
just
stairs.
realized that he would ignite stepping on the steps.
The chance of me being in a temple, welcome to any degree other than being stabbed or shot, is very low.
They let me in.
That's
Yeah.
because your stupidity radiates off you and they feel bad.
Oh.
Either way,
Yeah.
they operate here
Yeah.
in this city. They probably know ways around its natural defenses, how to get what they want despite the authority. So the temple's not really going to do me much good.
I can help. I'll keep guard on him. Will you? Don't mind the snacks that I'm eating. It's totally in character.
Frankly, what I'm hearing, why don't we get the temple's help and root the problem out directly? Frankly, I am very uncomfortable with this sort of thing happening under a city like this.
That was part of the reason why I was worried about saying this. Sibby, you can root it out. You would probably unfurl that branch. Free all those slaves. Do all that. Without do nothing. Put a target on your head. They would establish elsewhere. Come up with countermeasures. It's like a parasite. If you rip it out, it's just going to evolve, adapt, become even more disgusting. Sure, we could call the temple and take them out. But, for one, that's going to put a target on all of our heads from any headhunter on this entire continent. And two, it's not going to stop anything.
Sippy just looks. It will help those that are currently in that situation. And frankly, I do not buy what you're speaking. And you see like an uncharacteristic flame in the back of Sippy's eyes as he's saying this.
There's that Hybrian spirit.
Yeah, I debated saying that like Martyr starts to fangirl seeing it.
An old iron. Flaring.
I've seen many eyes like this. No matter what I say, you're not going to listen. Do whatever you want.
No, I'm not. And frankly, what you have done is put enough of a target on our heads already. I do not see how this will be any different.
No, you need to... Let me just explain this. I pissed off this one judicator and his little band of brain-dead muscle rats that lurk in his little abode. You take down this entire branch. You piss off the entire Thieves Guild. That's the difference.
And so what if I do?
So what if you do? You save, what? Under 100 people from slavery. And then they establish elsewhere, nearby. They restock. They take 100 or so more to make up for losses. And all the people that you save get to sit cozy with their blankets and their warm drinks. As more people get abducted in their place, you're just damning one in exchange for another.
He just shakes his head. If we root this problem out and they don't establish here again, they're not going to have such a city to reside in.
And we're not the only ones who try to end these sorts of things.
No, you're
City
not.
saying they will just come back is a defeatist mindset. Frankly, I'd rather do something about it than just say, "Oh, they're going to come back" or whatever. And frankly, there are people there that are slaves that we could help. I don't care if there's a possibility in the future that they take someone else, that somehow this will make them do even more. But at the moment, there are people that can help. If you don't want to tell us where that is, I will gladly look alone.
I think what he's saying is that what you're talking about isn't just one organization or one
I
organization.
understand. I
Is a
understand. I'm not
part.
going to rid the entire continent of this menace, but I at least would hope that I get this out of Akrea, or at least this city.
No, but if you get it out of this city, even if you get this one part of the organization out of the city, you're risking pissing off the entire organization.
Frankly, I do not care about that.
To be fair, most of us are already being hunted by several things, adding a few headhunters, just a little bit more on the stack.
But they're not just headhunters. From my understanding, it was a thieves guild, meaning pretty much every major city is going to have one, and that means every major city we go to, there's a possibility we get recognized by said thieves guild, and they assassinate us in our sleep.
I will interject real quick to establish something. That was untold to Zrikich upon entering this guild. Each branch is pseudo-owned by their adjudicator and is a separate but kind of connected cell. There will be bounties.
Are you trying to tell
Bad.
it's a franchise?
Bad. So what I'm getting across is that there might be bounties in nearby cities, and depending on how bad you fuck up, which it ain't good, but this is still a local issue. So you'll have a bounty within the city. Oh, definitely. There's some funny things are going to happen in the next few sessions. But connected ones, like for instance, if you got back to Uzdun Darask, that you, even if they knew you did that, it'd be shrugged. It's like, and some people who didn't like the dragon here would laugh.
I see.
Like one eye would look at you and say and shrug his shoulders like, eh. Yeah, if Skalax, even if you killed Skalax, that's just things happening. That'd be a little more killing Juke. That's a direct authority problem you'd have to go with their guild master, who you don't know who is yet, or even what. That'd be something for you to work out with them, but legitimate grievances and changes, hands changing power are relatively normal. So every major city isn't really the scope here. Locally, and maybe the surrounding cities here that might that have them. Definitely, you should be careful. But you'd have to kind of kick a few hornets' nests and shove a firecracker in a fifth one to really start going, maybe these guys are fucking with us on purpose. You know? So this is still a local issue. Yeah, you should definitely watch out for a bronze dragon in the water in the future, but
Good thing we're not going on a boat anytime soon.
Well, you see, I'm not visibly going to be on that boat. And U-Haul's going to be in disguise. So, yeah.
you assume
I'm going to slip on that boat right before you leave.
Last piece of free advice that you're also going to assume that they're only using mundane tracking methods.
Mundane what?
Mundane tracking methods.
Well, they already have me in 4K on those talismans, so...
talismans.
And whatever the hell Mishka is, definitely knows you're there, but she seems more mildly amused.
Damn Sniff Neblin.
Sphere Neblin, you fucking degenerates.
Don't care.
Sniff Neblin.
Sphere Neblin.
My setting.
Sniff.
For the fucking crack addicts who love Norse mythology so much, you can't even say the words right.
I can.
I like.
Mjolnir, tavern asses.
He's making an effort not to.
I am making an effort to reference them as Sniff Neblins because of their comically large sniffers. Even though this one specifically doesn't have a large sniffer.
There is a single Sniff Neblin.
No, that's not a single Sniff Neblin. He is the Sniff.
So, any closing arguments before we end the session?
Can we take the people to... Yeah, it's that time-ish.
Damn.
Can we take the people to the temple?
It'd be an option.
I would like to fly with... So we've got a little bit of a boat problem here, and that some people have some people who have some moral issues.
Mm-hmm.
So Zurkic has led them directly to our room, which is now compromised.
Kinda, yeah.
So gonna give Fractal a heads up to just go do whatever he's gonna do, and the NPC plot armor will take care of him.
Or his skeleton, his Snetalix.
Now, Matron. Her walking up them steps is gonna be an issue.
Not for nothing, a little 14 necromancer can do whatever the fuck he pleases.
You know what? We're talking to the temple to take care of this. It says we need to take the high road. You said free bodies for everyone you drop?
Oh my god.
Cracks knuckles. I've got a pitch.
Yeah, actually, I mean, never mind. I was gonna say they might be okay with it if they're slavers, but still that would not be within Knae's favor. You're still enslaving souls, even if they were shitty souls that might not be kosher.
Oh, I'm sure I'm just mean like murder enough of the people.
Fractal I not that I'm condoning what you're about to pitch to onto Fractal. But it hasn't stated because he knows the reputation of necromancers. He specifically does not use too much soul magic because he's very behind on it because in his early career he was severely told to not use that. So here's
my proposition for Fractal.
They're like bone golems for the most part.
Here's my proposition to Fractal.
Uh-huh.
We know this room is compromised. You like having bodies, and there's inevitably going to be some agent coming in to examine to see if we're still here to come and murder us. Sounds to me like, and you get to farm every one of them that pops through that window tonight or creeps through the door. You get to drop and add another body to the horde. We lose somebody trying to hunt us down. You gain new bodies.
Yes, but
we sneak to the temple in the meantime.
There's okay. I would like to point out that all of my skeletons are currently in my bag, so it's just me.
Do you want one of us to hide under the bed or something?
Not really. Just kind of get in the way. Shrugs.
Thinking's not my part. Somebody else is gonna have to finish out this plan.
So let me get this straight. You would like for me to solve your problems by kablooing this thieves guild branch.
In short, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I do not think we have been tasked with.
I'll defend myself if the dragon comes for me on my fucking ship, but I don't think I'm going to be your Deus Ex Robotica.
We have been tasked with escorting him.
I say what I want.
God from a machine is Deus Ex Machina. You're still a machine.
Finger of death.
Shut. We have been tasked with escorting him. In this, this is our failing. We should deal with it ourselves.
Yes.
Look, if you want to go to this temple and hide there and tell the authorities to go raid this thieves guild. However much that's gonna mean. Not like anyone who's worth their salt's gonna get captured in the first place. Be my guest.
I will. And Sippy goes off to the temple.
I will carry the dragon girl and fly her up the steps. As you said, she's got more than a few levels of exhaustion, so she's probably a little slow.
Yeah. She didn't seem overtly bothered when you go up the steps with her.
Does Matron just osmosis into the background, or do we need to figure out a place for her?
Matron's gone. She's dead. Matron is sitting there listening to all this and going, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's go. She'll look up on all these stairs, look at you, Martyr, look back at the stairs, and just shrug. And then her arms slump. Alright. And then she's going to have a time getting up there. But she'll get up there.
Yeah. Sippy will help her up the stairs if
Yeah,
he has to.
you definitely have to. She definitely seems not nearly as robust as Martyr in certain aspects. So
Or
she's...
repentant.
Yeah. You're definitely gonna need the mop for her because the lad here, the smacks Martyr. This man holds so much sin. She holds more because he's still relatively like child soldierish right there. You can't really accommodate all of his issues. She's a tiefling. She's been around a longer than him, and she's done some shit.
We all know all tieflings are criminals.
Yes. But yeah, no, Sippy will like half carry her up the stairs if he must.
You're gonna need the mop for her. Yeah, definitely the evil goo. Just. And she will be very tired and will not talk when she gets to the top.
Yep.
And then the last
Sippy
thing,
will basically carry her to like a bed that I assume they have.
Yes, they do have an infirmary. This is a very because the way this structure juts up is just sheer wall covered in holy scripture.
you said it was like the Jade Palace, so I really hope we get a Furious 5 pop out to go besiege the Slaver's Den.
What's the check that I use on my disguise kit to make you all look less Snake Boy?
Give him a second. I think he's desperately conceiving whether or not there's a Furious 5 in this fucking temple.
Whether or not there's a panda monk in your future means nothing necessary right now, especially considering there is a dragon monk. For you, my fine whiskered friend, I'm going to ask you to make me a. It's going to be based off of a dex.
Dex. Favorable.
Yes. I mean, he just looks like he has dry skin now.
Alright, that might help.
Thank you. What are you gonna do, though?
What I normally do.
What I do every day, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
There is no way in fucking hell I'm getting up those steps without dying. Exploding.
I will.
As he says at the stairs.
Melts.
Do you have an open attunement slot, Shane?
Yeah.
Martyr undoes a clasp and gives you his cloak of protection.
So,
He's just gonna raise up his hand.
No.
Yes.
you're just gonna
I quite literally already wear armor. I will be fine.
Just gonna lower your AC for me. Gonna make it easy. By the way, should I be a kind DM or really mean DM?
One or two?
I'm gonna let Shane decide. It pertains to you.
Is it all my weapons in the fucking shop?
Sure is.
I mean, I didn't say I went to grab them.
All right, so you're newly
Roll
acquired.
for it. Roll for it. Roll for it.
The council.
Roll for it.
Yeah, but besides everyone else, what do you think? Do I roll for it?
I mean, I have a quarterstaff. That I didn't really lose much.
Yeah, but that's a entire gun, kid. Alright, I'm gonna roll for it. High or low, Shane?
Dealer's choice.
Alright. Hope for low.
Hang on, tell him if it's a low DC first, so that it guarantees that he hits it.
I'm gonna get D100.
That's what I'm saying. Anytime you say there's a pretty slim chance it happens.
Pretty slim chance.
Suck a dick, bitch.
You got your shit
Choke on
back.
it too.
I mean, whether or not I got my shit back wasn't that big of a concern, because from the sound of it, I'm going to be walking back in there eventually anyway.
Oh, he's coming with us.
I'm not going to let you guys go in there without him. That means you might die.
Chaos control.
And Zrikish doesn't like losing his party members.
What specifically which ones?
Even Martyr.
Even
Oh.
dog. And the rat's heart grew 3 sizes that day.
Nope, it's still the same terrible thing, because it's not for a reason one would be awing for.
I know. he doesn't.
It is completely utilitarian, but still.
Somebody get in front of me in front of that dragon's breath. Alright. And with that, getting up there and getting the still unnamed elf.
Bartholomew.
I would ask her for her name eventually.
Eventually, but not right now. We are going to close
I
out the
can't go to the
session.
temple to ask.
Yeah.
Can
Alright.
can Zrikish say something to Sippy on the steps before we have to part ways, because I don't feel like being a human torch, rat torch.
You
Yeah,
more
sure.
melt. Ray's lost
Whenever you and your temple friends or whatever end up raiding that place,
Do we have a map of this city?
Not yet, but I can have one next session.
Okay, I meant like does the party have a
No.
map of the city?
Sure.
Sure. Okay. He's going to just motion his hand out to see the map, so he can point this place out.
Yeah.
He's gonna mark it down.
whenever you end up doing that, let me know.
Okay, I will send for you.
I get it.
Just-
Send.
Yes, literally use the spell sending. Yes, that was on purpose.
Ha 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 ha! Ha ha!
And I know it's not going to deter you at all, but in the line of work that I do, that you so abhor, I've seen that flame behind more than one pair of eyes. Don't let your blind need for justice roll you into something that'll get you killed one day.
Your hatred is blind you.
He just looks. Frankly, I've been okay with dying for my cause for quite a while now.
It would be a waste.
Not that I see it. And as he walks away.
As he's walking away,
Because if you're gone, there's no one left to do it.
and he's just gonna walk out and find somewhere to sleep. Definitely no crusade music for that.
I know.
And Martyr did throw that cloak of protection onto you and will not take it back.
Annoying.
And he'll clasp it to himself.
And with that, we are going to end the session. Stop recording now.